Hello, welcome to Quick Grade Educational Hub. Now today we are still going to look at how to answer research method question 1E. And so this is the question that I'm talking about. In my previous video, we discussed what examiners expect from candidates when they are answering this question. And so we talked about when you select a particular priming method, how you can justify the priming method very well by using terms like quantitative, qualitative, validity, reliability, bias, meanings and motivations. These are some of the terms that you use to justify a particular priming method. If you are talking about your sampling technique, how to justify it, you talk about, the issue of representativeness, generalizability. You have to be able to justify the sample very well, looking at the sample size, the sample composition. You have to tell us the target population. These are the things that examiners want to hear from you. So in this video, I'm going to show you a simple model answer. I'm not going to take my time to read all the model answer, but I'm going to identify certain keywords this candidate used in justifying the priming method that he or she selected. And so if you are watching this video, you can pause the video to read the specimen answer here to get better understanding. But for this video, I'm only going to highlight some of the key terms that we discussed in the previous video. So if you look at the first priming method of this candidate, you could tell that there are some important sociological terms used by this candidate. So the first priming method is online survey. If you look at the justification, the candidate was able to mention that he will use closed questions. If you look at the closed questions, we can also find that the candidate made mention that he or she is going to obtain qualitative data, and then quantitative data, and we use when you obtain quantitative data, you'll be able to find trends and patterns by comparing it with other research. And so you see, these are the key terms: patterns and trends, quantitative data. We talk about closed questions. So these are the things that they want you to use. If you look at the sample composition, how the candidate justify this sample composition, there's something wrong with it, because you cannot actually see terms like representativeness, generalizability. These are some of the things that you need to use to justify your sampling technique. But we can see the sample size here. We know the target population, young people between the age 13 and 15, using stratified sampling, so stratified by gender. So these are the things that you need to know. But you have to if you want to earn the full mark, you have to be able to use terms like the generalizability and representativeness. These are the terms you need to use. If you look at the second priming method here, the candidate is using group interview. There will be face-to-face interview here. You can talk about the fact that the candidate mentioned probe participants and listen to their interaction, use open questions, qualitative data, and then being able to achieve validity. These are the things that we are talking about. So learn to use these terms when you are trying to justify your priming methods. If you look at how the candidate justify the sampling technique, we talk about the issue of representativeness. So you can see that this is representative here of a range of young people. But my issue with this sampling technique, or this sample composition here, or this justification, is that the candidate did not specifically mention the sampling technique that he is talking about here. So you need to try to avoid some of these mistakes. Now, if you go down to this PowerPoint, there's an examiner, the examiner comment. I am not going to read this examiner comment, but I want you to be able to pause the video so that you can watch this examiner's comment, read it to know, the comment on the work by the candidate. There are also common mistakes that candidates should avoid when they are answering this question. If you look at the first one, writing long introduction and conclusion. which is unnecessary because introduction is not going to earn you any mark. Your introduction should be brief and precise, not addressing all elements of the question, describing methodological choices, but not justifying the choices. So when you are using any method or any primary method or primary research method, you should be able to justify them. That is what this video is about. So please, if you are having challenges answering this question, try as much as possible that when you are watching this video, you pause it, read through the model answer, examiner comments, and the common mistakes to avoid these things when you are answering question 1E. This is where I will end the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the video. I'll see you in my next video. In my next video, I'll talk about how to answer question 1D. Normally, when they ask questions about positivists and interpretivists, I've realized that some students struggle to answer this question very well to achieve the full marks. And so, I will see you in the next video to talk about question 1D and how you should approach it. See you.